Hello, welcome back. It would be nice to drag out the anticipation of whether or not we cast Gift of Health, but the second message here kind of gives it away a bit. We managed to cast it successfully, but we did dispel our own Mother Oak in the process. So that's one of the bad outcomes. The worst outcome would have been not getting it off though, so fair enough. Did some site searching then. We found one with Arcane Probing, that's 2 pearls per turn. Quite nice. No luck anywhere else. And then lots and lots of battles as usual. Let's go through all these. We've got Winterland. We cast Arouse Hunger at a desert. Took it no problems. Good stuff. In 2 woods, we rolled in, hit some monkeys, took that no problems. Cradle of Life. Makoni threw a Cryptese at us. Managed to bounce off our fort PD. Renthale. We marched a big load of ghouls out of our fort, managing to break the siege of a single Italy chieftain. No problems. Bongar marched an army in. No problems. Azimar. We broke siege with all those diseased guys on our fort. Did lose some of our diseased Crystal Sorks, unfortunately. But oh well. Desert of the Cliff Dwellers. Makoni is marching his last remaining Gigantes up through our wasteland the game. Duvan. Big army, no problems there. Monoboa, no problems there. The Wield, this was my Gija leading around the Long Dead. He did actually die against 58 units of PD. That's too bad. And then Unexpected Event in Wesh, gained some gold, and Unexpected Event in Nightmarsh, lost some gold. So there's all the battles. Here's how the map looks now. We've spread out, we took most of this territory. All seems to be going fine. Just this little problem here, and this little stack still sitting here. Did some patrolling then. One of our Gijas foresaw that in 3 months the sun will grow dim and there will be a solar eclipse of mystical origin. Sure. And the god of Sarmatia has been permanently vanquished. It's kind of a shame. Weren't they like fighting Kitiz until like 2 or 3 turns ago? Too bad. We also got another podcasting workshop in the Hall of Fame. This one's the Maoist podcasting workshop. He got lightning reflexes. He's also a Air and Death 2 mage, so he'd be a much better thug. Since lightning reflexes gives him defense skill, which is a bit more useful than Valor. Unfortunately he's cursed though, so probably not going to use him for that. There we are. Another one in the Hall of Fame. Who was the other one? There was Odgerist, Maoist, and... what was the other one? I can't remember. There's another podcasting workshop somewhere. Oh, Dengist. Okay. Sure. Are they all in the Hall of Fame? No. Right, anyway. Enough of that. Let's get on with the turn. We've got Gift of Health up now. That's nice. Extra 8 hit points. Chance to heal Dominions. Chance to heal Afflictions. Reduces aging. So over in our cap, we've got these big Gijas now who have 68 hit points. Pretty good. Big Niffle Yol with 135 hit points. Good stuff. Hopefully that starts curing some of my afflictions. Where to start? Let's start down here. I don't like this region. Kitiz's Dominion is still pushing into me. We've got 1 point of Dark Candles in Shade Forest now. Vengeful Waters is going to start attacking me here. This is the opposite of what we want. We want to actually be able to move in and take Pania back. I'm not going to be able to do that if we're getting hammered by water elementals when we try to move in. So I'm just going to sit here and preach. I've given everyone bodyguards. This serves 2 purposes. First, if Makoni moves up, it'll be a defense here to fight him. Secondly, we can try and like push out Dominion by preaching at our temple. Yeah, hopefully that goes okay. And down here in Divan, same thing. I'm building a temple here and doing preaching. This province fortunately has 2 points of our Dominion, so it's not as bad. But even so. So hopefully this resolves. Once this stack is dead, I can free up some of these units. They can go underwater here with the Sea King's Goblet. You can see that Makoni is building up marrow to annoy me. So I can't put up a temple in blue water yet because it's just going to get burned down, isn't it? I don't really have stuff to defend over here yet. So I'm just summoning some sea trolls in small sea. We'll wrap this up eventually, it's just annoying for now. We can get down land temples though instead, it's fine. So that's this region of the world. Over here we got this little stack. All those diseased guys are just going to now chase it, because that'll take us into our Dominion, which is good. They'll bring the affliction healers with them. So this army's job is just to chase this stack forever, and then wherever we can we'll try and catch it off guard. So Makoni likes to move on to forts, so let's move patrol into this fort. I've just got some ghouls and a Gija with a lifelong protection. That should be fine, but remains to be seen if he actually moves onto it or not. Let's hope he does. And then down here we're just going to continue to spread out a bit. This stack is going to move patrol into Azimar. Stack with my prophet is going to move to Baguloth. And then those will take Bythene and secure this region, claim the throne and stuff. And over here, this stack is going to take the land around this fort. They might put it under siege eventually. Not a bad force for taking out probably a very puny province, puny fortress. But we'll scout what this region looks like. Who owns this throne, if that's doable. The super combatant heading out to Kark, he'll do this region on his own. Hopefully we can just take all of Makoni's territory quickly, and that'll all just wrap up. I've got people preaching in Makoni, and I've got one preaching in Azimar as well. He's the one diseased guy who's not moving. Got 8 months left, maybe. Hopefully he does a good job preaching. Yeah. That's how things stand. The big risk now is, there's a cataclysm expected in about a year. I'm not sure what turn that will be exactly. We need to wrap this up, and then we need to start grabbing thrones. I guess we should start forging like moonblades and stuff as well. How many thrones is it to win? 14 points required, so he needs 7 thrones to win. No one's winning. Doesn't look like anyone's winning anyway. I don't see anyone managing to get to 7 thrones. So let's think about this. Everyone, the game leaders are on 3 thrones. We have 2 once we've taken this one. So then the options we have, we can try and get this. This is also undefended. This one looks kind of weak. And then this one remains to be seen. Those will be our 4 options to try and win. So we'll have to make 4 stacks to throw at those thrones to grab them. And then whether they succeed or fail, we're going to have to defend our thrones during the Cataclysm. I don't have high hopes for that, but that's the position we're in now. No one's going to win this game outright, I don't think. It's going to go late like my Phlegra game did. If I had to reflect a bit at this point, I think I played the early game wrong because I overextended. And I put down way too many forts I couldn't use and stuff like that and just blew my gold. And then I think I played the mid game wrong as well because I shouldn't have bored Agartha. I should have just bored Makoni, right? It felt awkward coming to this choke to do this while these 2 neighbors were a risk. But I thought Agartha was planning to attack me, and it turns out he really didn't want to attack me, so I guess I got that completely wrong. I was also kind of salty when Makoni and Katiz joined up against me, but maybe I shouldn't have been. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that was right for them. Maybe I was just playing it wrong. I do get a bit tilted when people attack me, but I guess everyone does. The only difference is I'm recording the turns. Yeah, I don't think I played this very well. It's a shame because I had a really good expansion phase. I'm really behind in research as well. We'll be at Conjuration 6 soon though. We can try and get Bishop Fish out, which will help with the throne stuff. We really need that. But that's the position that things are in. Hopefully we wipe out Makoni quickly with no more problems. And then once we've got that throne, we can see how things stand. Alright, ending turn. So that was turn 60. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. Did some spells. Did I mention I was going to do transformation on one of our mages? I was wondering if it would cure some of her afflictions. It didn't. I just thought I'd try it out. That's Stars of Fate, Get the Facts. That's our S2 mage, currently in Makoni. She transformed into a dog. So there you go. So we did some spells though. Also cast Voice of Apsu and found nothing. Got some slaves. And then a bunch of battles. So nothing too interesting again. We took our desert back. No PD there, that's fine. We got Kark and Haloma then. Kark was just my big guy. Roaming around on his own. Like no province defense. Haloma. over here. So there's Park, there's Haloma. That's all going fine. We're taking this territory nicely. Bagyaloth was my big army walking towards the throne. That's got my profit in it. So that's over there. No problems there. We've got New Spring, my fort. He had a little army around here, and I said, he likes to move into forts, so let's patrol. So we patrolled. And took care of him, so that's also good. All good so far. Blue Water, kind of annoying. The Marrow that he'd been recruiting, he started to attack my province. I had my priestess on retreat though. She just ran away immediately. So she's back in Small Sea. All I want to do is put temples down underwater. That's literally all I want to do, and I can't do it because of this. We're going to wrap this up soon though. We've almost got resources freed up. And then Gilgad. This was my ghouls I had left over. Unfortunately bounced off quite a bit of province defense. 41 units. Yeah. But the commander stayed alive, and that's good. He's going to move over to Renthale, pick up some skellies. And I might patrol Wesh, since Wesh is a 13,000 population province, but it has 219 unrest, so let's fix the unrest and get the income back on that province. I think that's a good job for him. Over here, this is unfortunately Katiz. I say unfortunately because he has Vengeful Waters. So, fortunately this was only a size 2 water rally. Versus Jotun Goad. This goes okay. Never be too careful with water elementals though, they are a bit brutal. Especially if they're a bit bigger. Events then, Divan. A hurricane struck the land, not great. In New Spring, some barbarian scouts have been caught and interrogated, so that's our fort. We're going to get attacked by barbs soon. And in Epernia, we got 2 air gems. Discovered a scout, killed some afflictions, did some patrolling, and started to starve in the desert of the cliff dwellers. Yeah, so I'm gonna have some barbarians attacking New Spring in a second, so I'm gonna keep these guys patrolling it. Try and catch those guys off. Yeah, over in Maconi, I cast Transformation on this Gija. I was hoping it might help her out because she had very low health. She still has very low health. But we can try and let Gift of Health cure her now anyway. And she's... I don't know, what's her usual hit points? Okay, basic is 7, so... she's a bit weaker now. I thought Transformation might be good here because it actually has luck scales. I'm not sure if that applies or not. Usually positive scales from enemy dominion don't apply to your terrain, but do they apply for spell effects? Because Transformation is affected by luck. I don't know. That's why I gave it a shot anyway. But she's still diseased and chest wounded and limping. And she's probably just worse overall now. She's not even more mobile. Although she is limping, right? Yeah. Anyway, this is how the map looks now. We're cleaning up territory over here. This throne doesn't look too bad. But it is Katiz, so it's hard to push into it. Over here, the army that was like in Stone Heavens, it opted for option 3, which is it just dodged. Fair enough. He's probably going to get hit by even more water elementals there. So, good luck to him. So I'll move gradually over our territory. Let's start down here. I'm going to just finish off taking these few provinces. My big guy can get Elkland, the little army can get Gilgad, and then we'll walk onto the Weald and storm that down, I think. We might as well just finish this off. Over here, I got some stuff that moved to Azimar and my Prophet army. Be nice to split these up and move these guys to Barrow and these guys to Bithine, but can't really do that because I need the Prophet here to claim this throne and stuff. I don't want to start splitting things up. He might move a bunch of stuff. He could move like every mage here and pump the province defense up or something. I don't know, why take chances? We're not in a rush. Actually, are we in a rush? We're not really in a rush. We'll move everything here and then we'll split up. We'll leave the Prophet behind to claim the throne. We can split this army up properly, I guess. Send things where we actually need them to go. I've got the ghoul moving to the throne, pick up some skellies and do some patrolling. I've got priests moving to Two Woods and Wesh to put up temples. So these are literally just little priests who are gradually dying. His special pin. down to 7 hit points. So we'll have priests in these provinces ready to put up temples next turn. The big, massively diseased army is continuing to walk onwards towards Femoria. Femoria's got a nice 7 candles. That's a nice little place to put up our feet and rest to try and cure some diseases, I think. But one guy's staying behind. That's, are you a boating enthusiast? Question mark. He's going to build a temple here. I need to leave some stuff behind with him though. So he's got all of the limping and crippled units. Because they're going to be a liability walking anyway. So he's going to stay behind, build a temple, and him and all the limping and crippled units will defend this province against these guys. Because it makes the most sense to me that he'd attack into this province. He's trying to be annoying. So let's hope he does that. Let's hope he bounces off the crippled masters. And we'll have another temple up next turn. We know that he put the province defense up massively in Green Sea. He might do the same in Blue Water, so I'm not going to bother attacking it. Just going to sit here for a turn and research. And while I'm doing that, I'm moving some stuff to Femoria. If I give coal baking lessons, a Robe of the Sea, and Boots of Long Strides, it gets him up to map move 28, so he can move to Femoria in one turn. I'm also moving everything that's diseased currently in Divan, which is actually quite a lot of stuff. All of this stuff is diseased. Wait. That doesn't look like the right... Why would I be looting these things? Oh no. Alright, I selected the wrong thing. That's correct, okay. So all this stuff is diseased. So this is moving to Femoria as well. And then we'll send that stuff underwater. Because we still have the Sea King's Goblet in our treasury. So we can send a proper army underwater, take this province, and then we're getting quite close to Conjuration 6 as well. I haven't given out quills yet, I just realised, but I'll give the quills out to my researchers. Maybe we'll... Probably not. But we're very close to Conjuration 6. So in addition to putting down temples in these last 2 provinces, we'll also summon a bishopfish, which will help. And this last red arrow is another priest. He can try and get up a temple in Forest of Gun one day. And that's it for the turn in terms of movements. A few little bits and pieces. My god is going to forge a charcoal shield. I think that might be more useful for Quadris podcasting workshop than the luck shield. I really like luck, but I don't know. One of the things that bugged me in the Fort Storm battle was I don't mind that he got stuck on the fire elementals for a bit, but I feel like all the skeletons and soulless and things should have been dying around him. So the charcoal shield will help with that. But I'll switch him with a charcoal shield instead when we get the chance. So for now my god is just forging that. Still forging lifelong protections too. I think the plan is that the stuff that's moving into this part of the map, so around Femoria, we've got squads in Divan, Femoria, Shade Forest, the diseased guys walking up. These guys are going to have to assemble and try and take this throne at some point, and then eventually this throne as well. But everything up in this part of the map is kind of aiming for those 2 thrones. And then everything down in this part of the map is aiming for this throne. And then luxuries would be this throne, which is going to be a bit harder to take, and this throne, which is going to be a lot harder to take from the looks of things. So that is the plan, and we've got about a year to pull that off. We also at some point need to start forging moonblades. So we should start thinking about turning our pearls into moonblades too. I'm going to try and start recruiting some more Jarls in our cap to wield the moonblades. I wonder how much health they'll have in full candles. Oh, Dom 8, are we still that low? No, we can get up to 9. Okay. Yeah. So at the moment, just wrapping things up, finish off Maconi, and get up temples. And then those thrones will be our targets that we have to get that done within a year. And that is this turn. Anything else interesting happening? I don't think so. Oh, forging some rings of water breathing, also to help with the legs. So there we are. So that was turn 61. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. Did our reanimation and caught some slaves as usual. Then there were 5 battles. We've got Elkland, Gilged, Greenwoods, Bithine, and Haloma. They're all over here. We've got Elkland, Gilged, Greenwoods, Bithine, and Haloma. So these two are just taking these provinces with our little armies. We've got our big guy taking Elkland, our little squad taking Gilgad. That's all fine. And then over in Bidheim, he also took the throne as well. Nothing had any defense, that was all okay. Greenwood's here. We've got a little squad moving out. Just a mage with some gems. He does one lesser air elemental and then has a rest. So he's still got 3 gems. He takes province defense, no problems. So that's in Greenwoods. And in Haloma, he sent a single mage out with some earth gems to do Earthquake. But as I learned in my Phlegra game, Earthquake sucks. What a terrible spell, who would ever cast Earthquake? So unfortunately that doesn't really achieve much. And he gets killed by light infantry. There you go. Nice try. I also had high hopes for Earthquake, but you live and learn. So that was it for battles, I think. Events then, we got the Barbarians attacked us in New Spring, that's nice. So that ends that event chain, so we can free up the patrollers. Laponia, we got Bad Omens, and in Shade Forest, we got 4 Dominion. That's really nice, because Shade Forest is this province, adjacent to Katiz. So it now has 4 white candles for free. So really good. It's a really nice event to get, actually. There's the Barbs hitting New Spring, bounce off our ghouls. Discovered a bunch of scouts, killed some afflictions, did some patrolling. And that's it for messages. Yeah, so over here, it looks like this is kind of wrapping up. There's not much left of Makoni's territory. The big guy's going to go sit on Great Feral. It would be nice if he had his charcoal shield, because we can see a lot of, what are these, carrion beasts? I assume they're not going to be affected by Soul Vortex. So if there's some way I can get this guy his shield by having a commander carry it to him shortly after this turn, I will do that. But until then, he's just going to sit on Great Feral. It currently has 150 wall, we have 32 siege strength, so it's going to be a while before we actually get it down. Weald is going to get open pretty quickly, 100 wall, we have 175 siege strength. I think we can storm it. Doesn't look like there's anything here, so we'll just move up. We've got 2 lifelong protections, we've got a big guy going to do Frozen Hearts, got lots of giants, and these guys are all Draugr as well, they're not just giants, they're not just giant skeletons. So this is quite a lot of nice units. We can body ethereal some of them to get through the walls. Looks like it's pretty empty. Yeah, that should get wrapped up, and then I guess we can move those down to help with that fort as well. Over here, the raiders that just took Greenwoods with the air elementals. It could attack Manaboa, which would be annoying. More likely, I suppose, he'll push into my territory. So I'm going to try and defend both Makoni and Feral Woods. Makoni's got this person patrolling. Actually, wasn't there someone else coming? I could have sworn I just... What did I just press to only bring up? Oh, T, okay. Yeah, so we've got 2 mages here. One's got a imp contract, going to do skeleton spam. The other one is a D4 mage. I've given her a bunch of items to help her against the air elemental. So she'll cast Deadly Fortitude on turn 1 as well. Actually, you should probably do that as well, shouldn't you? Make sure we've got a little bit of lightning resistance. So they'll help defend Makoni. All these guys who just built a temple here to defend against this attack that didn't come, they're all going to limp over to Feral Woods. I hope they all survive. All these guys are like limping or crippled. Yeah. I have a feeling they might die doing this, but let's hope they make it over. Can we go defense up? It's only slingers. Ugh. They'll try and defend Feral Woods though. The caster at least is pretty good. He's got a water lens to spam long range Frozen Hearts, and he's got a lifelong protection, so he can probably defend on his own, let's be honest. So that will get defended, these will get put under siege. I'm putting up a temple in 2 woods and a temple in Wesh, and I'm moving stuff to Wesh to do some patrolling, which I mentioned. We'll get this unrest back down to 0 so that we actually get the 130 income that we're owed here. And that's it for this side of the world. I think this is all just kind of wrapped up now. Down here is a bit more interesting. We're going to claim this throne, take it back. I'm going to send some skeletons into Bulwark to take that, And then while that's happening, we're going to send the main army into Barra to put that under siege. Pretty typical army. We've got a Grip of Winter going off. We've got Relief and Howl. We've got a Light of the Northern Star going to be attempted, and then some Arcane Bolt spam, and a bunch of lifelong protections. So that should go fine. This army has quite a lot of siege strength, 440, and this fort is only 200, so we'll storm that next turn. And once we've done that, we can move on to Vath. And once Vath is under siege, I'm going to assume that's his last fort. Well, other than these two. So yeah, I think Makoni's probably out. We still have a year before Cataclysm, so we've still got time to finish this off completely. And a lot of these provinces we're taking are really good. I mean, Elkland we just took has 4 sites. Mirror Palace, that's 2 gems, 1 gem, 2 gems, 2 gems. So, and that's an 8 gem province we just took. So it's worth just grabbing all these quickly before we like put an army together to attack one of these thrones. So that's what's happening over here. That should all go fine. Over in the water now, I'm going to attack Green Sea at last. I've got some stuff in Femoria and it's all going to come. I'm just going to send it all. I'm not going to risk the possibility that there's like 100 points of province defense here. Let's just make sure that we can kill this. All these Rimvetti, all these Godi Huskarls, Giants. We've got 2 water mages, one's going to do Group of Winter, one's going to spam water elementals. Got a bunch of death casters wearing various water breathing items. Yeah, hopefully we take this. I'll be annoyed if we don't. If we bounce off like a billion marrow. I'm pretty sure we won't though. The poor Rimvetti, a lot of these guys are diseased, so they still have like, goes down to 6 hit points, but if they, any of the ones that aren't diseased, like this guy, he's been in Gift of Hell, so he's a 17 hit point Rimvetti. Well boss. I hope they all get cured. Hopefully they survive. There is a Nature Mage here who's going to be spamming Regeneration, so hopefully she hits some people up here that are currently diseased. So once we take this, we can take all of the lake then, start putting down temples, and eventually summon some Bishop Fish. We'll actually have Conjuration 6 next turn. Probably the last piece of research we'll really do. So that's all here. And that just leaves this little army. So this army has moved up through Katiz's territory over his throne into his cave. I don't know, what's he doing? Is he raiding his former ally to be annoying? Is he now just going to move back into my territory? Who knows? He's been pinging Shade Forest a lot though. You can see we got hit by 2 scouts this turn. These are literally just scouts. Moving through Shade Forest. My impressive army. So from Caverns of Gold, he can either go into Forest of Gon or Shade Forest. Shade Forest is defended. Let's defend Forest of Gon a bit as well. So moving out a Howlcaster and some Skelly Spammers and stuff. If he moves on to Bergamum, he's welcome to it. This is under 2 candles worth of Vengeful Water Dominion. I can't hold that. So, have fun. But if he does move up to Bergamum, the next 2 provinces he could attack would be Forest of Gon or Dordania, and so to make sure I can defend Dordania, some stuff is moving to Niflheim, specifically this mage, who is a D2 mage, who will be nice defending. So she's moving over to Niflheim so that she can get to Dordania next turn, if need be. And that is the turn. Just wrapping up the Makoni stuff. I'm not really forging anything other than lifelong protections. I'm building the 2 temples and doing reanimation. The only recruitment I'm doing is still the Jarl that's already paid for, and Crystal Amazons. All my other gold is just going to go into temples for a while, until we actually like bulk up our dominion, bring it down here. It'd be really nice to bring my dominion into this region. The line currently only has 2 dark candles, and we're about to claim the throne and put down 2 temples here, so hopefully we push some dominion down here quickly. We aren't too diseased in this army, but my prophet is one of the guys who is diseased, which is a bit unfortunate. And that's the turn. That was turn 62. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.